What's good, team? Right now, we're bringing you guys a movie review today, and this movie review is going to be on the most recently released Doctor Strange movie. I just came from the theater, and I thought I'd give you guys my thoughts on the movie. Now, as I mentioned in one of my recent videos, I'm going to start doing more things on this channel than just Yu-Gi-Oh! Although Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the predominant content on this channel, I just wanted to expand my horizons. So yeah, without further ado, let's begin. Start off with Doctor Strange. Why I wanted to see this movie. Well, the reason why I wanted to see this movie is because I feel like it was a solid movie. I'm a big fan of the Marvel comic movie franchise. I've always been a comic book lover as a kid. I grew up watching things like Batman, the animated series, Spider-Man, the animated series, X-Men, anything that came on Fox Kids I grew up watching. So when I saw Doctor Strange had a movie, I had to see it. The mysticism movie with the sorcery and the powers and the martial arts. I mean, a guy like me, a big geek, it's just one of those movies that it was inevitable for me to see. So I'm going to do three things in this review. I'm going to give you guys my likes, my dislikes, and talk about the post-credit scenes. I believe the post-credit scenes were pretty cool. Starting off with my likes of the movie. Also, by the way, if you guys don't want to hear spoilers, this is your spoiler warning right now. This review will include spoilers as they come to my mind, because they're trying to do this movie before the review before the movie kind of slips my mind, because I have terrible memory, by the way. Likes about the movie. I like the entire premise of the movie. Premise of the movie being basically that the movie revolves around I think his name was Steve Strange. Correct me if I'm wrong. And he is just pretty much a hotshot doctor, the best at the hospital that he works at. He gets into a car accident, ruins his hands, tries to find every possible way to cure himself, only to come up short. Then he hears about this one guy who hurt his back, and that guy who hurt his back went to this one place in Nepal, and in the place in Nepal, the guy treated himself, his injuries to his back pretty much. So Doctor Strange decided upon himself, he's gonna go to Nepal. I forgot the place name, by the way, so I know it's in the country of Nepal. So Doctor Strange took it upon himself to find that place, only to find the Ancient One, and the Ancient One is pretty much, then they called her the master of everything in the movie, correct me if I'm wrong, and the Ancient One took her under her wing, which is to teach Doctor Strange the sorcery. So the whole entire first part of the movie is just basically about Doctor Strange injuring his hands, because without him using his hands, his career is over. He's a neurosurgeon, and he's the best surgeon in his field, so with his hands being messed up and all his nerves damaged, his career is ruined. So he had no choice but to go to Nepal and locate the Ancient One to kind of cure himself. So Ancient One started teaching Doctor Strange in a way of the sorcery and stuff, and it led him to discovering that he was pretty much tricked into being a sorcerer for the Ancient One, and to help fight a war against anything mystical that attacks the planet and the multiverse pretty much. So long story short, the whole point of the movie was the Ancient One used to have a pupil. The pupil turned rogue. The rogue pupil wants to bring the world to the darkness to help Dormammu reign over everyone. If you guys are comic book fans and who watched the Spider-Man animated series like I did, Dormammu is pretty much an all-powerful being in the Marvel comic universe. I believe some people say that he is stronger than Thanos. I would really know. I'm not too in-depth with the comics, but he's a Thanos level villain. Like you would definitely need the entire Avenger squad to try to fight him. But even then, he's just too OP. So yeah, overall the premise of the movie was great. Of course, Doctor Strange saves the day towards the end of the movie. I thought Dormammu looked great. The CGI was on point. Only thing I kind of didn't like about Dormammu, I'm going to start into the dislikes now. He was more purplish and demonic looking. I remember from an animated series, he was more of a fire being. He wasn't really a demonic purplish looking being. But overall, solid character. Another dislike about the movie, I hated how sometimes in the movie where when he used the dimensional portal to go to the hospital to try to get him a stab wound he received healed, I just like how he called for his girlfriend pretty much to help him, because his girlfriend was a doctor as well, and she's the only one helping him, etc. But obviously he used to work at a hospital that he went to, and no one recognized him, no one approached him. Everyone's just minding their own business. They don't question why she just took him into a room, no nurses, even though no nothing. Then he leaves. Once again, no questions. No one magically goes into the No one magic goes into the room where he started the portal, because he started the portal into a broom closet. So I'm like, I kind of thought that part was a little off, but overall, it wasn't that bad to ruin the movie for me. And honestly, that's pretty much it. I didn't really care for the look of Dormammu pretty much. Another dislike was that one little scene. And I feel like the movie was trying to be funny at times, which it wasn't. But the funny parts it did have was very memorable. One funny scene was when he called the one of the guys at the temple Beyonce, and the guy just had a serious dead look on his face, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I don't really have a lot of dislikes for this movie. It was more likes than dislikes. The premise of the movie was amazing. The visual effects, the CGI, the martial arts, everything was on point. So if you guys are a fan of visual effects, martial arts, CGI, this is definitely a movie for you. If you guys are a fan of Marvel Comics, definitely a movie for you. Now I'm going to get into the post-credit scenes, because I told you guys I was going to discuss that. First post-credit scene was pretty much setting up for, I guess, a Doctor Strange Avenger movie, because we had Thor, Doctor Strange talking to Thor about Loki and why is Loki in New York, because Loki is a bad guy pretty much, and Thor saying Loki is trying to help him look for Odin. So they're trying to set up either a Thor / Doctor Strange movie or a Doctor Strange / Odin movie. Doctor Strange / Avenger movie, because long story short, Doctor Strange said that I'll help you find Odin, because he want to make sure Loki doesn't pretty much cause any harm, because Loki's a known villain. And the second post-credit scene was pretty much okay. So there's another character in the movie called Mordo, and he pretty much kills one of the guys in the movie. I don't want to spoil that part. And the reason why that part is so important, because I remember vaguely from the Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man show, that Mordo was a villain in the show. I'm for positive Mordo was a villain in the show. So you guys are Doctor Strange fans, comment in the comment section down below. What was Mordo's main role in Doctor Strange? Because I've seen him on Spider-Man a few times, and while watching the movie, I'm like, ain't he a villain? And sure enough, towards the second end credit scene, you see him commit his first crime, and he basically has this Black Goku preference where there only needs to be one sorcerer. So I thought that was pretty kind of cool. But yeah, guys, to wrap this video up, because it's getting pretty long, solid movie. I highly recommend Doctor Strange for everyone. End credit scenes were amazing. The visual effects was amazing. Don't see it in nothing less than IMAX. If you see it in something like regular 3D or regular, you're just going to lose out on the experience. So with all that being said, how did I do for my second movie review on my channel? If you guys liked it or disliked it, let me know in the comment section down below, and tell me how can I improve on it, because I want to make this a regular thing. And as I always tell you guys, if you're new viewer to this channel, I would love for you to subscribe for more competitive Yu-Gi-Oh content, and I guess more TV reviews and movie reviews. I do these videos because I truly believe in helping you guys become better Yu-Gi-Oh players and to entertain you guys as well. So this is Chris from Team Innovation, and I'm signing out. Peace, guys, and stay innovative. Deuces. The person with the better hands is gonna win. Shit like that happens. So since card games are inherently based on randomization, people are gonna equivalent most card games like Yu-Gi-Oh